A common misconception is that Ottawa was selected as Canada's capital city because it's right in the middle of Toronto and Montreal. That is not true. Ottawa is over 200 kilometers closer than it is to Montreal than it is to Toronto. Rather, a much closer estimate would be this city, the city of Kingston, Ontario. Interestingly enough, this was the capital of land now known as Canada. Between the years 1841 and 1844, Kingston was the capital of the United Province of Canada, 20 years before Canada confederated to become such. It was not selected for its proximity to Toronto and Montreal. However, it was selected because Kingston was, of course, historically crucial for Canada's settlement, political, and economic history, being one of the most settled modern-day cities in the 17 and 1800s. However, its time as capital was so short, because in the 1840s, the city was deemed too vulnerable to waterfront invasions by the United States, who at that time was not a Canadian ally. And even the winning candidate of the 1844 United States presidential election, James Knox Polk, even had a campaign slogan basically saying, if we don't get half of the Oregon Territory, which is now in Washington, Oregon, Idaho, and British Columbia, that they would have to go to war. So, under threat of all this, they moved the capital from Kingston to here in Ottawa, a more inland kind of city, which would have taken a long time to get here on horseback, that's for sure. And that's why the Prime Minister lives at 24 Sussex Drive here in Ottawa. So now that Canada and the United States are great allies, of course being in multiple, numerous, countless amount of alliances in fact, do you think the government will ever return the capital city honor to our first Prime Minister's home city? Probably not, but it's a nice thing to dream about now, isn't it?